Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, August 27th, 2018. My name is Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. What we see right now is price pushing to a new high. And this new high, if you look back at the beginning of the year, is now beyond the high that we began the year with, when we pushed very strongly higher in the first 3 weeks of the year, followed by a significant decline back toward 25.25. We are now past that high for the first time, and it is here at the very end of August. Now, here's the idea. Are we going to continue through that high, pushing much, much higher? Or will we start to find resistance, say, around 2,900 and maybe fall back toward 2,800 again, 2,790? How is price going to respond? How will the market respond to these new prices above the new high for the year? So we're going to continue to watch this. Again, any pullback is usually the better buying opportunity for a continuation higher. And right now we haven't seen much of a pullback. We're continuing to push higher. So overall, looking to buy pullbacks in the day time frame at LVNs, unless proven otherwise. Any failure to hold the day's low could open up much more weakness, at least in the near term, back toward 2860. So we'll keep an eye on the ES as it continues to develop. The NQ, very similar price action, very nice push through recent highs. Remember, the 74.40, 74.50 zone was very, very important, and eventually price pushed through that zone and continued much higher. We continue to see the channel remain intact, especially the lower boundary down here, where you have very clear bounces off of this zone. So again, pushing through 7,500 could open much more upside, and that continues to be the framework of this market until proven otherwise. If we take a look at crude oil, this one has bounced very nicely, the biggest bounce we've seen since early June. Nice continuation higher. We have now reached the 69.34 level. That's the midpoint of this key range, and that could be the high here for the near term, or a little bit more upside could be seen towards 70. Again, there's a lot more resistance up above, and so as this market continues to churn quietly higher, we could see more highs, but at some point up here it starts to get a little bit outside of range here. So we'll see how much more upside we get. The market has been very heavy, at least in crude here lately. It's been more easier for this market to go down than up, but this recent up push has been very strong. So it'll be interesting to see if bulls can keep the 28.30 zone bid. If so, that could lead to more strength towards 70. Failure to hold the 68.30 zone opens up some short-term weakness. All right, taking a look now at gold futures. Here's gold. We've been talking about gold for a while, ever since we had that massive rejection. We got a short-term rally toward resistance, and then we pulled back. I mentioned that this could be a shakeout leg that offers a buying opportunity back above 1204 and 1210, and if that were to be the case, we could see quite a push, at least on a short-term basis, back toward the next key level, which is 1240. So we could be looking at more strength ahead. So after price took out this major area of support, it came back, pulled back, shakeout leg, and pushed back above. The idea is that this level needs to be held, 1200 now, for continuation higher, perhaps as high as 1240. That over time could also lead to much more strength toward the 1287 CVPOC as well. So overall, continued strength until proven otherwise. 1190 also is the last line of defense for bulls at that zone. So we could rotate as deep as 1190 and still be a buying opportunity for these bulls. Lastly, taking a look at Bitcoin, we had a major failed breakout a few sessions back. That could have been quite bearish, and instead price pushed through the midpoint on Friday, closing beyond that level, which in most cases, 99 out of 100 times, you'll go take out that high when that happens. Again, this one continues to see headline risk with the ETFs continuing to be denied, and as soon as one gets approval, we may see this thing bounce pretty good. But overall, support continues to remain intact off 6K. If price can continue to hold above 6,700. There could be a shot to bounce back toward 8,000 to 81.76, but I would not overshoot that target and try for much higher, because this market has had lower highs time and time again, and right now that's about as high as we go. The next time could lead to a major breakthrough 5,800, so we'll continue to watch that zone. All right, that is it for now. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room.